Well, hello, pre-calculus students, seekers of general truths. Let us continue and finish what we started in the last video here. And just to recap, we use the law of cosines, which tells us something about how some of these angles are related to each other. And then we used the distance formula to find an alternate way of writing c squared. And then we did some factoring and we simplified it. So now, let's simplify this some more. And we can see here that cosine squared plus sine squared, theta, that's all going to be equal to 1. So 1 times a squared is just going to be a squared, so we can cross that off. And then similarly, cosine squared beta and sine squared beta, that added together is also 1, so we can just cross that off. And we end up with this expression, a squared plus b squared minus 2ab times this expression here. Well, that is exactly equal to what we have up here for the law of cosines, right? So the law of cosines says something about c squared. Our work with the distance formula says something about c squared, so we can set the two of them equal to one another. So the first version of c squared is this. It is a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine of beta minus theta. The second version of c squared gives us a squared plus b squared minus 2ab, and this long expression, a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine theta cosine beta plus sine theta sine beta. All right, so again, we're using what's called the transitive property, and from there on, we can start to cross off some of these things. So, a squared, that cancels out. B squared, that cancels out. -2, AB, AB. So we end up with a rather simpler expression. Cosine of beta minus theta is equal to cosine of theta cosine of beta plus the sine of theta times the sine of beta. Okay. This has a special name. This is called the difference, or the, excuse me, not the difference, the cosine of a difference. This is called the cosine of a difference. Okay. And what you've just seen here is the derivation or the proof of this rule, right? So I hope this makes sense at a high level, and I've also tried to give you all of the details here and all of the rigorousness of all of it. And then watch the next couple of videos that explains how do we use this and how do we apply all of this. As always, keep working hard. This stuff is hard, but you can certainly master it if you work at it. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.